All right, there you have it, folks. I just want to come up here and congratulate the Jamaicans women's football team or soccer team, depends on where you're at in the world, for qualifying to the knockout stages as a knockout 16 stage of the Women's World Cup, beating Brazil. Well, kind of drawing with Brazil, but they needed either a win or a draw to make it to the next round. Unfortunately, Brazil did not make it. Brazil is such a formidable opponent, and I just want to point out they never in Jamaican's history have they made it this far in the women's football team in the competition, and I just want to come up and congratulate them as well. They played such a great game. They actually defeated Panama, and I think that was the only team that they defeated. They draw against France and Brazil, so that's actually really good. And just to note there, they haven't conceded one single goal. No team has scored against them thus far, and their keeper have been saving the play. I mean, if you watch the game and you watch the keeper, how many saves that you've done, they need to give a raise for sure. Now, on a side note, I just want to point out there, kudos to Bob Marley's daughter, who actually came about and raised some funds back in 2018, 2019 for the women's soccer team, because they were lacking funding from private investors, from the government, from the Soccer or FIFA Association back in Jamaica. They were kind of sidelined, I would say, because maybe they wasn't winning games, or the football wasn't up to par, or whatever reason. And she actually stepped in 2018, 2019 to actually do a GoFundMe to buy gear, transportation, training, of course have players from overseas come over, because if you don't know, in those Caribbean islands, if you do good in soccer or football, you could actually head over to the UK league and play soccer there and actually earn a decent living. So they had to pull some of their players from over there to come and play nationally to strengthen the team as well, give it that extra experience that they need. And of course, from 2019 up until now, they've been gunning, and this is just the result. A lot of them was crying. I think one of them, I think, is a third or second World Cup that she played with the team. I think she's the most experienced, and she's one of the dreads. I don't know the name at the top of my head right now, and she was actually in tears at the end, and it was really nice to see that. I wish them the best of luck. However, this is World Cup, this is football, this is a creme de la creme, the top of the top, and Jamaica for sure definitely need to tighten up some things there as they head into the knockout stage as a knockout 16. If you can see clearly, they actually threw a few goals close to the 18-yard box that just went over the keeper's head. They threw away a few corner kicks as well, and of course the defense need a bit more tightening. I do believe if they work on these things, that most likely they will stand a formidable chance when they go up against France and of course the African countries as well. But nonetheless, this is the first Caribbean team that have made it so far into the competition, and of course for now they're actually representing the whole Caribbean, because the Caribbean doesn't have any other team apart from Jamaica right now representing them. So that's actually a huge responsibility. They're not just representing Jamaica, but of course the entire Caribbean nations at large as well. But Brazil, I mean, they had everything on par. It just wasn't there as well. I mean, they were gunning. They had a few takes at free kicks. They had a few times they were in the box. But the Jamaican goalkeeper, she was on it. She made sure that no ball passes her, and she did the best job that she's done, and in my opinion she's the number one goalkeeper in the entire series so far. Hopefully she can keep it up. I don't see why not, but hopefully she can keep up that level of performance as they move to the next stage, which is the knockout stage. That's a round of 16. Now there won't be any draws. If you're not too familiar with how the knockout 16 goes, they don't do any draws. It's a must-win situation. So in case the extra time runs out, they will be going to free kicks, and that's where her skills will definitely be needed, because as I've said earlier, Jamaica hasn't conceded a single goal, and if they continue on that solid defense, it most likely will go off to goal kicks, free kicks, and that's where their really talented goalkeeper skills will come in. So I just want to wish them the best onto the next stage, and kudos to them. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and share the good news. Thank you.